Hello everyone, I'm Noel Lennon,
Green Giant.
and today we're going to be doing the Shadow Temple, the second to last temple of Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, we finally almost finished the adventure.
Yep. For years that I'm getting into that Shadow Temple, I didn't realise I was an idiot as a child.
Oh yes.
And I didn't realise you could just use Din's Fire. Because that's what it's there for.
Yeah.
Well, that, and you can get the fire arrows, obviously, and do it one by one like that. Yeah, this is why we got the Lens of Truth. You need it for this temple to spot... Well, basically, it helps a lot.
Yeah.
And
Much better.
you probably noticed that, like I said last part, this temple does in fact reuse the music from the bottom of the world, doesn't it?
Yeah. Exactly the same. Wait, sorry, is this alright?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah, this is quite... I think for me, this is such a, like... a tone whiplash. It starts talking about blood and shit like that, and like you see loads of blood on the wall and stuff like that, and it just kind of freaked me out when I was younger, just because I totally didn't expect it.
It's quite a change for the rest of the game, really.
I like the fact that when you're an adult, like the game literally just is like fucking. It's so hardcore now. I don't think I was even close to that batch hitbox. I don't know how I did that.
Oh well, doesn't matter.
It's actually quite, for one of the last temples in the game, this is actually quite an easy temple. I think this is just a heart piece or something like that. Oh, nice. I'm sure that will come in useful. So what did you think of the Shadow Temple when you first played this game? Shit! See how weird that was? I got hurt, but I sort of gained a heart because it dropped it. It was really weird.
No, it's one of my more favourite temples, I guess.
Yeah, I'd agree.
It's different from the rest, really.
So this is the quickest you ever get an item in the entire game, by the way. I'm about to go get the hover boots.
Yeah. It's just sort of different in design, really, to the rest.
Yeah. Tone as well. Again, it's the same thing. You pretty much do the exact same pattern you did with the when you were a kid at the bottom of the well, but because you're an adult, you do a bit more damage. So this should be a bit easier. Actually, something we haven't talked about. What do you think of the battle music?
Oh yeah, we completely ignored that.
Yeah.
I guess it's alright.
See how quick that fucking was?
Heard it quite a lot.
Yeah. I think it's enjoyable enough without getting really repetitive.
It definitely works, though.
Keeping on music though, I'm not really a fan of the Shadow Temple's music. Not just because it's reused from the well thing, but it's just not that interesting, to be honest. And now we have the hover boots, the last boot upgrade we're going to get in the entire game. Also, the worst, because it feels like you're walking on ice constantly. Be brave and trust in the boots. Look at his nose there.
It's huge, isn't it? Kill something.
Yeah. Look at that. That can get really annoying in some of the really hardcore platforming things later. Is the in the 3DS version are the boots fuck off? Are the boots kind of like the iron boots and that they're tagged to a button input, not a they're not a finger item?
I'm sure they are.
Okay. So is like the Shadow Temple still as hardcore in the 3DS version?
Pretty much the same, I think. I know there's some changes for the Master Quest.
Go on then.
I'm reading it earlier. Oh yeah, they made it less challenging. Why not?
What, in the Master Quest version?
Yeah.
That's a bit weird.
I know, they're really nailing the idea of the Master Quest.
Yeah.
Changes include the type and number of enemies encountered. The number of beamos and keys have been increased.
Number of keys?
Keys,
Sorry.
Keys, yeah. And the hover boots are less useful.
How could they be more useful? What do you mean they're less useful? Does it mean like they see less
Then
use?
in the original quest, which just says they're less useful. somehow.
They're not really that useful in this version.
There's now a silver rupee puzzle in the Invisible Reaper room.
Oh, I hate the silver rupee puzzles in this game. Seriously, I used to find them so annoying. You mean this one?
Yeah. And one of the Reaper statues constantly changes the speed of its swirling scythes.
Like with these things, pretty much.
Yeah. The most notorious change is a room with several bomb flowers. Instead of an invisible floor master, a second dead hand with no hands now appears. Because of this, a lens of truth is now necessary for defeating it. However, gives no reward.
Oh, wow. Oh, my favourite enemy in the game, the dead hands. They're not scary in the slightest. It's not the stuff of nightmares at all. I feel so bad for Link. It's just like he's like a little kid and it's like suddenly he has to deal with all this fucking shit.
Yeah. Not that we really know how he feels about any of this, because
he's a plank of wood. I was going to call him a blank then, like it's a blank from the world's end. I'm not going to say like Link's like the most expressive character in any of the other games, but it's still an improvement on this game. I mean, like the Wind Waker, the Link, not the Zelda from Twilight Wind Waker is like
that little kid thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Zelda. That's Link.
Oh, Zelda's my favourite character. It's like calling Master Chief Halo. So Halo's my favourite character. Oh, I froze him while killing him. Yeah, the Gibdos can actually freeze an adult as well as a child. The Red Deads cannot freeze Link as an adult though, I don't think.
Alright. Did you know that the Spirit Temple and Dodongo's Cavern are the only dungeons that can be entered by both Adult Link and Child Link without any glitches?
But I thought you could enter the Deku Tree as an adult. I haven't tried it in a long time.
It's not really one of the massive dungeons, though, is it? It's more sort of the
yeah,
sort of the tutorial level, I guess you could say in a way.
I'll
get used to it.
Okay, I will. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I guess.
like one of the major temples, really.
Yeah. So yeah, the Spirit Temple you have to enter when you're a kid, because that's part of the temple, and you kind of have to. But you can't really get anywhere in the Shadow Temple when you're a kid. Well, this was supposed to be the last temple, wasn't it? There's a lot of indication that this was going to be the last temple. Yeah. It makes sense thematically, and it makes sense in terms of the medallion placement on the sub screen. Yeah, on the quest status screen, it lists this medallion last. Yeah. Well, also, like for me, it would make sense a bit more thematically because like you're descending into, like I'm getting a bit deep here, but this is like you're descending into hell. Yeah. And that kind of thing. So it's kind of like this. I don't know why. Well, you can actually play this temple last if you want to. You can do the Spirit Temple first. I like that. It gives you a degree of choice in it, so you can do pretty much what you want at this point in the game. It's very similar to the original Zelda. Like, you know, the original Zeldas you can do that game in any order you want. It's kind of like Link Between Worlds. Well, you're not at that point, but you can kind of do that in the second half of the game. Yeah, well, there's a lot more choice. The bit I'm on, there's two locations you go to, two different sort of starting temples. Is there? Like, yeah, to get two things. I can't remember what they're called. Yeah. You have to collect 3 of them again. Like pendants. Yeah, yeah, because that it's linked to the past pretty much. That's what you have to do in Link to the Past. You get 3 pendants, and you have to get medallions. You always have to get 3 things, don't you? Yeah, well, that's 3 spiritual stones, 3. But did he just walk on air? Probably. Well, this because this is following Link to the Past, this is pretty much Link to the Past 3D. Because it's doing that thing of get 3 whatevers, and then 3 MacGuffins, and then go and get the Master Sword, or do something different, or find a new mechanic in the game. In Link to the Past case, it was the Dark World. In this one, it's becoming an adult, or time travel, pretty much. And then you have to get another 5 MacGuffins. Is it 5 or 6? I think it's 5, but like that. Yeah. Because in Link to the Past, you have to get medallions as well. I mean, the structure works, but yeah, I like it. Yeah. In Japanese, this dungeon has the same name as the Palace of Darkness in Link to the Past. Really? Yeah. It's just called the Palace of Darkness, really? Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Why? Because why not? Crazy Japanese bastards.
You know, the fans inside the Shadow Temple are believed to have originally belonged to Ocarina of Time's removed Wind Temple.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, do they get those fans get reused in the Forest Temple section of Ganon's castle later on anyway? So.
And yeah, Forest Temple. Yeah.
We've already talked about that Wind Temple,
Did we?
Forest Temple. Yeah, we did it. We talked about it in the actual Forest Temple.
Yeah.
So like, I think if you want to know more about that, I'd suggest just go back and watching that. Because it might have been a while since you. Oh fuck! I forgot about them. It might have been a while since you've watched that. You can just go watch it.
It was a while ago.
Yeah. Just go watch it, peeps. Might as well get this skull till it's right here. Fuck it.
Yeah.
The only reason it's not worth getting them in an emulator version is because you get the Stone of Agony, which you can't. Well, that's pointless.
We also can get a thing to hold more rupees.
The wallet.
The wallet, yes.
There's nothing really that useful in this part of the temple, but I thought I'd just explore it anyway.
Why not?
So what other Zelda games have you played apart from this, Sum of Majora and A Link Between Worlds? And
I've played like the first 10 minutes of Twilight Princess.
Was that enough to turn you off that game?
Well, I haven't played it since. So,
Shit.
I don't know. It just got a bit... I'm not a massive fan of the whole Wiimote thing.
Yeah,
It's...
I will say this though, the motion control in that game works about 1,000,000 times better than Skyward Sword's motion control. But you know what the problem with motion control in Skyward Sword is?
Right.
It only works 9 times out of 10. That isn't just simply isn't good enough. It has to work all the time, otherwise it doesn't work.
I mean, the whole motion control thing, it's a good idea, but
No.
I've never properly got along with it, I don't
There was
think,
a, I think there's a NeoGAF sketch they made where they said talked about they want to play, two guys want to play a game. And just like, oh, let's play the Wii, and it's like, I'm so fucking sick of motion control games. I just want to sit on my ass and play video games.
Yeah.
You know, like, they go through every single shit, and
Whoa.
that's why the hover boots suck. They go through every at the time the current gaming consoles like the Wii, PlayStation Move, that kind of thing. And they say that's like pretty much this guy just gets really angry that every game he wants to play he has to use motion control on it.
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember when the PlayStation Move came out and PlayStation were like, always been an idea since we started doing the PlayStation 3, like, fuck off.
No.
Has it? Seriously? Oh shit. The traps in this fucking place are so fucking deadly. Like a fucking guillotine.
Yeah.
I got hit by it again. But they don't take away that much health, which is a bit weird.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Yeah. They take away 1/4 of a heart. What, like I've played the GameCube version and the Wii version of Twilight Princess, and I actually do prefer the Wii version.
Okay.
Well, where's that last silver rupee there? I would take these hover boots off, but I'm having so much fun with them. It's not really worth taking them off because you need them too much in this temple to even consider there's no point pretty much.
Yeah, at some point I probably am going to go through a load of sort of old Zelda games. Just
Don't go through the first one is what I would recommend, because the first one, only go through it if you've got enough patience to have a map handy, because that you cannot enjoy that game without a map. I'm going to be honest. I find no enjoyment in that game without use of an online guide or something like that. But some people might like the non-linearity of it all. You know, like you can go wherever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can do the temples in whatever order you want. That kind of thing. Some people might enjoy that. I personally don't. I like to have a bit of structure in my Zelda games.
okay.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I've never really tried it, so.
Well, it's just like I like in Link Between Worlds. I like the idea that you can you have a goal, but you can choose how to do that goal. But in the original Zelda, it's just like you don't really have a. You have to save the princess, obviously, but you don't really. That's not enough of a goal, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Let me try and do what I did was it in the Forest Temple?
Oh yeah.
I can't fucking do it. Shit. Well, Link to the Past has a I think that game's completely linear as well, from what I remember of it. I haven't played Link to the Past in a couple of years though, so I bought it on the first time I ever played it. I bought it on the Virtual Console.
Oh yeah.
Because I just heard like everyone loves Link to the Past, and like I can, Reggie Watts, You know, like My Body's Ready.
Alright.
It's his favourite game of all time. You know, is he president of the Nintendo of America? Yeah, president of Nintendo of America. It's his favourite game ever made.
Okay.
So, like, what the fuck? What?
That was unfortunate.
Did you see that? How did that even happen? Oh, okay. Moving on.
Go with it.
That was really weird. Yeah, I mean, that's how Link to the Between Worlds was announced. He did like, you know, there's a Nintendo, I think it was a Nintendo Direct thing, and he was talking about how much he really liked the game, and then he introduced it, and everybody went, "Oh my god!" Like, you know, that kind of thing. Because not everybody wanted a sequel to Link to the Past, so nobody thought they were actually going to get it. It's like the Troll 2 thing.
I think you can skip 90% of this temple with glitches.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like the most, not the most glitchy temple? Is it the one that you can exploit the most, pretty much?
Ooh.
Because it's not, you can do
90% of it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty much the whole thing.
There's 3 different methods I've read. Things you can do. It's crazy.
Right, let me try this again. I'm gonna take the hover boots off actually because I think they fucked me over last time. I'm gonna go back to the green tunic.
Yeah.
Bit of customization. I like that. I mean, like, it's a small thing and it's kind of like, ooh, customization. I can give him what kind of dress he wants, but it's like, I like that.
It'd be nice if it looked a bit more different and not exactly the same, but in different colours.
Yeah. This obviously it's kind of goes without saying, but these are all Link's different colours in this original Smash Bros. Game, and you have pink for some reason, and what was the other one? Can't remember the other one. They're pretty much all of Link's other colours in the other Smash Bros. Games.
Yeah.